Hello and welcome to the part 2 video of QA Automator. So in this video I will show you the feature of configuration page. So first of all you can find the configuration page under the maintenance tab. So let me open the configuration page. So as you can see that the configuration page has 4 sections. So let me discuss one by one. Let's talk about the email configuration section. So email configuration section will allow you to send the reports after test script execution. So let me update the any value. So this is the default credential, and you can find this information on execution lab page as well as on CI/CD page. So let me open the execution lab page, and so now you can see that the updated information is available on execution lab page as well as on CI/CD page. Okay, so coming to the next section is the reporting setup section. So this section is responsible for look and feel for HTML reports. So let me open the any sample reports. Okay, as you can see that the reporting header like QA Automator and the sky blue color. So you can control the color and reporting header from configuration page itself. So let me update the value. Let me select any HTML color code. Okay, this one. Let me save the information. So now I am executing one test script, and after that I will show you the HTML reports. So test script execution is completed. So let me open the HTML reports. Okay, so now you can find the updated header name and the color code which is provided by reporting setup section. So coming to the Selenium grid setup section. So QA Automator uses Selenium grid for test script execution, and using Selenium grid we have to register hub and node. So I will suggest you to provide the hub machine and port number, and the machine name will be the where the QA Automator will be hosted. So coming to execution setup section, the first two field is default environment and default browser. So application can have multiple environment, and the test script can be executed on multiple browser. Okay, so once you update this information over here, this information will be updated across all the pages. So let me update the value. So now you can find the updated default environment and default browser across all the pages. So let me open the dashboard page. So now you can see that on the dashboard page environment is showing production on similar way on execution lab page. So let me reload the page. Okay, so by default environment is production and browser is Firefox, which is controlled by the configuration page. So coming to the rest of two field, a dashboard history count and dashboard total days count. So a dashboard history count provide the summary trend for last 20 or depending upon the value selection of execution reports. So right now the value is 20. So let me open the dashboard page. So now as you can see that last 20 execution reports, like how many test script is passed or failed on last 20 reports. On the other side, like last 20 results for last 20 date, this one execution summary, your module pass fail in last 20 results, execution time in minutes in last 20 results. Okay, so let me update the value. And now let me refresh the dashboard page. So now it will be showing last 100 execution results summary trends. Okay, so now you can see that the data is already changes. Okay, so coming to the dashboard total days count. Dashboard total days count is responsible for I mean how many days can you select from the current page. So so let me update the value, then it gives you the more clear picture. Okay, now let me open the dashboard page. So dashboard total days count is 5. Okay, so now let me move to on the build comparison section. So execution date, so you can see that the only 5-day is available. So depending on the your selection on the configuration page, the date can be add or removed. So thanks everyone